When plunder becomes a way of life for a group of men living together, they create for themselves, in the course of time, a legal system that authorises it and a moral code that glorifies it. Political language is designed to make lies sound truthful and murder respectable.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe and our food is unfit to eat. And we sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we have 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel belted radials, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest, I don't want you to riot, I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being, god damn it! My life has value!
If wars can be started by lies, peace can be started by truth. This reality exists without an ego, purpose, destiny, or fate. This becomes obvious once people understand that prayer never works, and is similar to a gambling addiction, prayers being answered only by coincidence. Peer pressure in the form of threats and abuse from childhood is the only reason people engage in prayer. It's a social disease, not a choice, or a freedom, or a right. The only real purpose to life that we can find is that our bodies want us to live and be healthy and happy. Not to live in fear from illegitimate threats that hope to distract us from true understandings. The only way for us to gain true knowledge and therefore an operational society is for the selfish concept of money and trade to end, falsely advertised as an equal exchange, yet is actually a wealth addiction, and for us to embrace an open source society.
I'm not a person of despair, I'm a person of hope. And I think that we have to tolerate the inequality as a way to achieving greater prosperity and opportunity for all.
You see, no one's going to help you, Bobby, because there isn't anybody out there to do it. No one. We're all just complicated arrangements of atoms and subatomic particles. We don't live. But our atoms do move about in such a way as to give us identity and consciousness. We don't die. Our atoms just rearrange themselves. There is no God. There can be no God. It's ridiculous to think in terms of a superior being. An inferior being may be, because we who don't even exist, we arrange our lives with more order and harmony than God ever arranged the earth. We measure, we plot, we create wonderful music. We are the architects of our own existence. What a lunatic concept to bow down before a God who slaughters millions of innocent children, who slowly and agonizingly starves them to death, beats them, tortures them, rejects them. What folly to even think that we should not insult such a God. Damn him. Think him out of existence. It is our duty to think God out of existence. It is our duty to insult him. Fuck you, God. Strike me down if you dare, you tyrant, you non-existent fraud. It is the duty of all human beings to think God out of existence. Then we have a future. Because then, and only then, do we take full responsibility for who we are. And that's what you must do, Bobby. Think God out of existence. Take responsibility for who you are.